Oh,
Can I?
okay.
I'll quickly answer this one and then I'll hand it over. Can I implement block architecture without using Flutter block package and only use provider? Yes, because I do it all the time. Yeah. It's just block is the pattern of just separation of your business logic away from your UI, and then using streams to update your UI. So yeah, totally. Just create class over here with stream.
This is a point. This is a point of confusion, and it's justifiably a point of confusion. I was talking to Chris Sells about this one time. When you hear state management, there are three different things going on. There is the way you manage the state. In other words, the way you change the state of your objects. What people typically think of as state management is more likely something similar to the observer pattern, or using streams, whatever, in order to notify your UI that the state has changed. They're actually kind of different. The business logic is managing the state itself. Your state management is notifying. And because of the way these state management systems work, they tend to each have their own architecture. So when you're thinking, can I implement block? You're thinking about the architecture of the block package, but actually block is a pattern that has nothing to do with the block package. So remember, we have our patterns or our architectures. We have the management of the actual state. And then we have what I like to call state propagation, which basically means it's notification. Think of it as the observer pattern. So everybody says state management and they mean all three, and it confuses everyone.
So often people say state management, they mean architecture or vice versa. It just, it's general catch-all statement, I think, at the moment.
Yeah, I was asking Chris Sells, why don't we use terms like state notification? And he said, because everyone's already using state management.
Too late.
It's kind of like early on, Wem Leeler was with the developer advocacy team for Flutter. And I didn't understand how the iOS widgets work, the Cupertino widgets. And I asked him, how is it that the Flutter team is doing this and not getting sued by Apple? Right. And instead of explaining about human interface guidelines, Wem's answer was more fun. He just said that legal doesn't let him answer legal questions.
Yeah.